What's up, everybody? We're live. This isn't After Dark. This is Down in the Den, the original, the beginning, the home of all of Mars Media, the big daddy that branched out all the great shows that we love. But we had to give y'all a part two. 50 years of hip hop, man. It was a great episode. We had a blast. So we're giving you a part two. You may have seen part one on AD Live, but you're getting it right here on Down in the Den. But I'm going to introduce you guys to some special guests. You have seen them on After Dark. You have seen them on Politicking as Usual. You have seen them on Blow the Whistle Sports. You have seen them off Punishment, but you haven't seen them here on Down in the Den. So I want to introduce my brothers. But of course, I got to introduce myself. So you know who it is. It's your boy Mars, a.k.a. Marlon Beardo, the Bearded Weirdo, the Stella Rosa Casanova, the Gray Wonder, the creator of culture, and the Shud Knight of this podcast game. And I got my brothers here with me. I got my brother out of sunny Tampa, Florida, the one and only Kyle Jones. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, another day of paradise. We about to give these people the business, man. We're going to have a blast. And of course, you know who he is. He's killing them. He's the shortest giant you've ever seen. The one and only Short Man. How you doing today, brother?
What it do, man?
Absolutely, man. I'm doing good. Before we get into it, please let the people know who haven't seen you a little bit about Off Punishment and a little bit about Blow the Whistle. Short Man, you go first. Tell them about Off Punishment and what it's about and where they can check it out.
All right. Well, Off Punishment is just something that me and Mars created to get an understanding of being free and understanding who you are as a person, living in your truth. And that's what Off Punishment is. That's who I am as the co-creator of the show. If you have not seen it, please check in. I got something special coming up real soon, but we have a lot of episodes out now, and I'm really mellow right now, but usually I'm what you call with the bullshit. I'm open, I'm honest, I'm gonna give you all of me, and that's what Off Punishment is. I want you to live and be free in all your truth. We breaking chains around this bitch. And with Blow the Whistle, that is created by Kyle Jones, my brother. We debate on sports topics all the time, and I whip his ass every week. I only
just describe the show.
if you have not seen any of our shows, please check them out. I always kill the game on my debates. I always win, but he likes to cheat because he's the creator of the show. So that's what it is.
That's cap. That's cap.
That's cap. And Kyle Jones, tell the people a little bit about Blow the Whistle.
Thank you, Short Man, for telling them about the show I created. So basically, me and Short Man go at it every week. He loses every week. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't think he watches sports, honestly, but we're uneducated. We can't play. We just a couple of old guys that like to joke around and give our opinion. And it's crazy because most of the time we be right.
I'm always right.
I've already played the cap drop, so I'm not going to play it again. But this episode, if you guys haven't seen part one, check it out on just go into YouTube, type in at Down in the Den, or you can go at Cal Jones 813 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Episode streaming on either one of those platforms. Check it out. We had a blast. Shout out to Big Gerald who participated in the episode. So we're giving y'all 50 years of hip hop part two. Last time we talked about our top 5 dead or alive. We talked about our best artists, and we had so much fun, and we got to do it again. So we've got some brand new topics. So we're going to start off with a big one, the best verse of all time. And I want to go first on this one, just in case one of you jive turkeys try to steal it. So my favorite verse of all time is on Victory. Big's verse on Victory. It's the best line ever. At night, I perform like Mike. Anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, Pat Guns, ridiculous. It's my favorite verse when I go to the gym, which is very rarely, but when I go to the gym, it's the episode that make me want to lift. Like I'm benching at least 120 pounds to it. Like I'm going hard. So to me, that's my favorite verse of all time. Biggie, he's in my top 3, and that is my favorite verse. It hypes me up. One of the best choruses too, by the way. But yeah, Victory, Biggie's verse, my favorite verse of all time. What y'all got?
I'll let you go short, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna give you one of mine, and I'm a huge Snoop Dogg fan, and so it starts in me with 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your door. That's one of my, because how Snoop just came in so raw and mellow and laid back, like he was with the shit, and it was just something about Snoop's mannerism, how he presented that flow. I feel like that's one of my best to hear verses of all time.
That's a good answer.
That is a good answer. 1992. I remember the year. I remember the time. I remember where I was. I remember stealing my brother's CD and putting it in my boom box and getting in all types of trouble for recording myself doing that skit where he was like, nuts on your chin, nuts. And my mom found the tape and she was like, foot to your ass. So shout out to Snoop for giving me one of the most severe ass whoopings I've ever had. What you got, Kyle? What's your favorite verse of all time?
So I got 3. So Mars took one of them. The first one gonna shock you. Little Kim Quiet Storm remix. Like when that beat dropped and then she just come on and she killed it. I don't even want to hear Prodigy or Havoc after that. Like she destroyed that song. I'm not gonna recite it though. I'm not reciting on one or the show. The second one is not gonna surprise Mars. It's gonna actually make him laugh. Meek Mill, Dream Nightmare. And Mars, I see you when that song come on. Like it, I don't care. Nobody say it take you somewhere else when that beat drop. But
no, I feel like a doughboy whenever that comes on. I feel like I got to Aston Martin outside. But I'm laughing because at one point, Kyle said Meek was the best rapper in the game, and he was live and die by that. He was like, dreams and nightmares? Dreams and nightmares? So that's why I'm laughing. But that is a quality verse. Okay. Shout out to Nicky New. Are you mad?
Yeah.
Treat you with that. Yes, I think you're in the community now. You about to get that LGBTQ on.
I want to recite it. I'm already halfway in.
I was like, I swallow a Coke bottle, a Sprite bottle, or whatever the hell she said. So now we go into the next one. Guys, please comment in the comment if you want to come on. The show is for the people today. We're doing it live. So we can't have the best without the worst. What is your worst? What is the worst hip hop verse of all time that you ever heard in your life? Let's start with Cal, since he just ended it. We're gonna do this serpentine style. What's the worst hip hop verse you ever heard?
I did not expect that question. I'm gonna go back to Designer on that Panda song when it slowed down and I actually saw the lyrics. The song is horrible. Like the lyrics are horrible. I like the beat, but that's the worst verse ever. So I'm going with Designer.
I still don't know what he says in that song besides Panda, Panda, Panda. I thought Future didn't take his meds when it first came out, and then I found out it was a whole different person. How about you, Short Man? What's the worst hip hop verse you ever heard?
Oh man, it's a few. I'm trying to, and because Cal already said Designer, and I just don't want to keep on bashing that brother, but okay, so I can't. It was a Kanye song. I can't think of the name of, but 2 Chainz and was in it. But you know what? Forget that. I don't want to. Dang, I don't want to do this person that bad either because I love them. But Fabo had a horrible line in the song with the D4L.
Yeah.
in that era.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun.
oh,
Did he die?
and I love
No,
Fabo. No, Fabo didn't die, but I love Fabo. But he just had it was probably the whatever he was partaking in at that time. I can't even recite the song. But that da-na-na, da-na-na.
Oh, Laffy Taffy?
Yeah, I just thought that was the worst verse I ever heard.
So for me, the worst verse I ever heard, and I wore this shirt on purpose. It's a hip hop episode. Love NWA, love all those DOC, Dr. Dre, Snoop, all those West Coast legends. But Eazy-E had a verse on For the Love of Money.
No,
Where he says, so I run, I jump, and I hide behind a tree.
No, that's one of the coldest lines.
Don't see me. And when I heard that shit, I said, easy. Obviously, Cube isn't writing your stuff anymore. That was one verse I'm certain Easy wrote. Shout out to the icon. I got him on the shirt. But that was the worst.
Oh, man. Every time that song come on, I wait for that verse because I recite it. Man, I love that verse from Easy. Man, don't do Easy like that.
I got to. And an honorable mention on worst verse. Pretty much everything Curtis Blow did ever in life. I don't understand how that was popular even back then. Like it obviously, even though I'm only 42, because of my brother, I had a head start on hip hop. I was listening to stuff I had no business listening to. So he put me on to like Sugar Hill Gang, like original Cool Herc, Melly Mel. Another worst verse might be that Melly Mel.
I was going to say that.
Which one?
Melly Mel just dissed Eminem. It was so bad he apologized for it. I never seen anything in the history of my life. He literally ended the verse like it was like 1982 again. Melly Mel, I don't want no smoke because it looks like he's big as hell. But yeah, that was a shitty verse, if you will, one of the shittiest verses.
Honorable mention. Little Flip on Sunshine. Every verse on the song.
Oh God. The freestyle king, Lil Flip.
Yeah, that was horrible.
He never recovered from what T.I. did to him. You have any honorable mentions, short man?
It's a song by Destiny Child, and they had Slim Thug and Bun B.
Oh, ooh, how you like it, something like that. Check up on it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Slim Thug is one of the coldest on the mic, I feel like. But him and Bun B on that song together, he just did not come with it. So I didn't think it was his up to par verse on that one. Because Bun brought it and Thug just didn't do it.
Yeah, Bun is undefeated when he comes to it.
I also want to add every Jermaine Dupri verse. Like, I don't know any Jermaine Dupri verse.
Don't you be doing don't do Jermaine Dupri like that. If you heard this new the new currency that Dupri produced, Jermaine Dupri can spit, man. Jermaine Dupri can spit. I'm tired of y'all dissing the fun stuff. Jermaine Dupri can rap, man.
What's the name of the new you say he got a new album out?
Currency do.
Who?
Currency got a new album out, but
Currency from Young Money?
Yeah, that used to be with Young Money.
Oh my, you said,
but Jermaine Dupri produced the album, is what I'm saying. But Jermaine got a couple verses on the album. He's spitting.
Yeah, I could live my life and never hear a Jermaine Dupri verse again, and nothing will change in my life. It will be I won't miss a thing. But we might have to table that and come back to it. So we're gonna do it a little backwards this time. The worst rap album you have ever heard, and I'll start this one up to give you guys some time to think. Back in your 2008, 2000, when people still bought CDs, I was big on it. I was going to Blockbuster Music and all these other stores, getting every single rap CD I ever could. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I purchased a little album by artists that has done it first, Soldier Boy. I don't know why I bought it. I was too damn old to buy it. I think I was getting it because I was still burning songs and making mixtape, and I wanted the you, but the whole album made me want to throw it in the trash. It was the worst. And Soldier Boy, he's got some all right stuff, but that album, the original Soldier Boy, the one with I do like to call me Kiss Me Through the Phone. I ain't gonna hold you. But the rest of the shit, worst album I ever heard. So Soldier Boy's debut album, hot trash. It wasn't meant for me. That's when I started to feel old. Definitely wasn't meant for me or my generation, but I can't redeem it. It was some hot garbage.
All right, so can we delve into that? Is that the album with She Got a Dunk on it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No. That was like his second or third album, which is crazy that he got a second and third album.
So just for the record, Soldier Boy's albums have been trash. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah,
all of his albums. He might have had a couple of hits or songs here and there, but all of his albums have been trash.
I don't really like the Soldier Boy slander.
I mean, you remember when he had that versus with Bow Wow, and it was literally like he started doing the same song. He got like 5 songs in and start doing the same song again. They were like, "Hey, you supposed to be 20 new songs." He was like, "Crank that bitch. That's all I got. Crank that remix." It wasn't good. It wasn't good. What do you guys have?
I'm gonna let you go, Cal.
Every No Limit album that's ever come out.
God damn it! Listen. You're not gonna slander the Tank.
Horrible.
You're not disrespect the Tank while I'm here, man.
The cheap editing, dropping an album every 3 days.
Not gonna disrespect the Tank.
Who was it? Beat by the Pound, making the same beat but just changing it a little bit on every album. Silk the Shocker stuttering. C Murder in and out of jail. Master P not writing his own stuff. Little Romeo hopping on stuff. Man, I can just go on and on. How many people was on that label? Like 53? I don't know a hot No Limit album. I'm gonna sit here and wait. You can think of one while I'm sitting here.
No Limit Top Dog by Snoop. His second album on No Limit. The one that had down.
I know Mars ain't gonna agree.
Nah,
that was one of the hardest albums on No Limit.
Now I will agree that that's one of the best albums on No Limit, but that's not saying much. That's once again saying I'm the smelliest turd. Yes, you might be the smelliest turd, but you're still a turd.
The Murder first album, Trapped in Crime, was fire.
I ain't never heard of that.
I remember King Petty and Short Band. They had all the No Limit albums, all those cheap covers with the Photoshop jewelry and all that stuff.
Technically, I wasn't old enough to buy him. King Petty was. I just listened to him.
Yeah. I was seeing with that disc man, he'd be like, "Hey, you would have." I'm like, "Hey man, get that shit away from me." I
will listen to a No Limit album right now, man. I love No Limit. Don't do that slander on here with the Tank.
I know you was a bit Lil Romeo fan, so I mean I understand.
No, C Murder was my favorite artist during that time, and Soulja Slim. Them was my 2 favorite artists when on the No Limit day.
Pre C Murder, by the way. Now, No Limit had some bangers like Make You Say
Mystical's album. Mystical had fire albums on No Limit.
Mystical, none of the album, they had songs. They had like if I made a greatest No Limit compilation CD, it'd be like 9 songs.
Oh
I'm just speaking truth to power, man. They shout out to No Limit, and he definitely taught people how to do business, but it doesn't mean it was good music. It was trash. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna start off with Cal on this one. What is your favorite? What is the best hip hop album? One that you can put on, and to even be in this criteria, number 1, it has to be a classic. Number 2, you got to have more than 2 or 3 people that would be able to co-sign this. Unlike Short Man with his No Limit talk. And it needs to have some replayability. Like you need to be able to put it on right to this day. In other words, it's timeless music. So for you, what's the best hip hop album of all time?
Mars about to be mad. Graduation. Kanye West, I can play it one through the end. Even the skits were good. Like to this day, I still listen to the album. The skits be having me in tears. Um, he rapped about everything. He Most Def, Freeway, Jay-Z was on like 2 songs. It was just a versatile album. Like all the songs went together. It was like the album told a story. And then at the end, you realize how he got signed. So to me, it's Graduation.
I don't even think that's the best Kanye album, but I can't
No,
disagree with that.
I apologize. I'm sorry, Mars. I meant College Dropout.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I was about to say you can have that.
But Graduation close.
Graduation is good, but it's no. I would put Graduation as his third best album. I like College Dropout and Late Registration a little bit better, but you definitely had more huge stadium songs. Like when Power came out and Good Life came out, those were like stadium songs that had the whole like audience going pat. What do you got, Short Man? What's your favorite best hip hop album?
So I have 2. One is Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z.
Okay.
I can go start to finish with that. And that was something that like I remember hearing it for the first time when I was a kid. I was like 12 when it came out. And just Dead Presidents is still one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And then most people might not agree because I'm on a different coast. Like I said, I'm really big on West Coast music, and E40 is somebody really, really big to me. And he had an album called In a Major Way. And it's something about that. It gets me hyped when I'm listening to it.
Okay, I mean that's a regional. You was in the Bay Area, I think, when that dropped. So I mean, maybe not. I can't. E40 is interesting, but shout out to Earl Stevens. He's definitely a pioneer in the hip hop game. Okay, so I can respect those. So for me, I always felt like I was a West Coast dude at heart. I used to. Cal could attest. I'd have been plenty of parties in khakis and chucks.
Yeah.
Like
Please don't do that on the trip.
No. I like to live. I like to live, baby. I might have a Yankees hat on. But there's 2 for me as well. So number 1 is Chronic 2001.
Oh,
my God, perfection. A lot of people say, "Oh, the original Chronic," which was dope. But to me, Chronic 2001, still Hitman, Nate Dogg, the Dog Pound, everybody was in their prime.
Devin the Dude was on there too.
Devin the Dude, that was like my introduction to Devin the Dude, who's like one of my favorite stoner artists. Chronic 2001 to me is a perfect album. Like sonically, it's perfect. Lyrically, it's perfect. Energy, and to this day, it's called Chronic 2001, but it came out in 1999. So it hasn't aged a bit. It's still better than 99% of anything anybody is putting out. And then for me, it's kind of like 2 albums for the price of one, but the other one is Life After Death. It was a double CD, and both sides was amazing. The storytelling, the beats, the features. That song with Bone.
Oh yeah.
To this day, I need to get that drop. I put that on, and I'm in the house hyped. It's Bone and Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie. That is
wow.
Yeah. So those 2 are my. If I had to be on a desert island and you had to give me, 2 albums that I got to listen to when it comes to hip hop, those are definitely my 2 right there. So Chronic 2001 and Life After Death. Those 2. For you young kids that's listening to like Travis Scott, please do yourself a favor. Listen to some of these classic albums. Nothing wrong with Travis Scott, but you need to learn your foundations first. So we did the worst, we did the best. Now we got to get right to it. Best lyricist. I ain't talking about best star. I ain't talking about best
It's easy.
storyteller. I'm talking about just simply a wordsmith, someone that's putting lyrics together. I ended last time, so I'll start. For me, I said it before, pound for pound, you got to go with Biggie. And no pun intended when I say pound for pound. But Biggie, to me, no one sounds like him except for Shine. So I guess he sounds like him. But no one has come close to being able to just put it all together. To me, you could put his old lyrics and get somebody like Hit Boy or something like that to craft new beats around them, and it would still be fire. It would still sound amazing. Like I've never been more impressed with a lyricist. Besides, a lot of people say Eminem, but to me, Eminem technically puts words together, but Biggie puts words together that make sense, that tells a story, his voice, everything. So to me, best lyricist, hand down, Biggie, Notorious B.I.G.
That's tough. It's Lil Wayne. I don't even think it's close. Like, it's just the body of work. It's just too much work out there. Like all the songs he put out, all the mixtapes. I think Biggie would have had it, but unfortunately, he ain't here. But I don't know what else to say, man. It's Lil Wayne. I got Eminem a close second, but I think when him and Lil Wayne was on a song, I think Lil Wayne verse was so good that Eminem had to write this back over. So that always, gave Wayne the edge to me. I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne. I want to say Eminem, but it's Lil Wayne.
I can't argue with that. I respect that 100%. I can't argue with that. Mixtape Wayne alone is enough and his influence. So it's hard. I might have to bite you, bro. I might have to take mine back. What you got, Short Man?
Man, Jadakiss. Jadakiss is the one, and he's my number one. But I got some honorable mentions, man. Like Cameron can really put some shit together. I don't care what nobody says. No, don't you disrespect me on this. Cam
love his show. I love his show. I love his show. But Cameron, Winky Dinky, Inky Binky, Polka Dot.
And but Jadakiss is my number one. But I don't know if y'all ever heard of a dude named Locksmith.
Yeah, I've heard of Locksmith.
If you haven't, you need to look him up and listen to his freestyles. He go hard. Right. But he is really, really amazing with his spitting. But Jadakiss, to me, he just do it, man. Like Jadakiss spits bars. That's like he eats, sleep, and shit bars all day.
I think Jadakiss' only problem, he needs a Hit Boy. Like he don't know how to really make songs. Like his freestyles are crazy. Mm-hmm. Like his battle is crazy. But besides like Knock Yourself Out and Why, can you think of any like super memorable just Jadakiss songs that he wasn't featured or wasn't with the Lots or?
Nah, not by himself. That's what I'm saying. Like I've heard Jada, anytime he featured on somebody's stuff, he kill it every time.
I feel like when Jada rap, I don't know. I feel like when he rap, I can predict what he's gonna say, even if I never heard the song before. Like it rhymes, but I don't know, man. I do got an honorable mention though. Fabulous.
Fabulous is up there. Fabulous is up there. I can't argue with any, especially when you look at the lack of lyricism out now. Like you look at those guys, these guys look like Shakespeare. And of course, I would say Jay up there. He's definitely up there, but I think Nas has surpassed him, especially with this recent run. Some of Jay's stuff sometimes you can tell like how motivated he is. He get a little lazy sometimes, and he thinks he's killing it, but he's not so much killing it. But shout out to Sean Carter. But yeah. So I mean, those are I would say. Oh, how can I forget Andre 3000, man?
Damn.
I've never heard him not kill something. Never. And he was on the Walk It Out remix and killed it.
Yeah, he
Oh yeah.
And nobody wanted to hear Walk It Out, but when he came in, I was like, God damn, dude, I'm sitting there like East Coast wah wah wah. Yeah. So 3 stats is my honorable mention. I'll say Wayne, Biggie, Andre 3000. Those are my 3. Oh, and J. Cole. Like
that's what I was about to add.
You gotta give some respect to J. Cole and shit, Kendrick too. I know Albert hates that. He hates that, but Kendrick to me, that he's up there as well.
And Killer Mike.
Killer Mike is all right. I like his new album. I like all his features, but it's something about his voice that for me, like I can't put him top tier, but he's dope. He's definitely a dope lyricist. And if you're going old school, you got to talk about people like Rakim and KRS-One and people like that who were actually rapping back when people were still like, I went to the mall and I bought some shoes. Back in the 80s, everybody said, ha, 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 baby bubba. They were actually rapping.
So can I ask y'all?
Oh, go ahead.
What about the boy? He's out of Texas. Toby, I think it's Norwegian. What do y'all think about him? Just off the subject, real quick, because I feel like he spit some bars.
I love Toby. To me, he's Texas Andre 3000. I love Toby. I love the movement. I love like how he got his family out there rocking with him. He's dope. Definitely out of the new heads, he's definitely one of the top tier. So I ain't got no smoke with Toby. I think he's dope. Too new in the game to be best lyricist, but he's definitely one of the most creative. Like I said, they have color schemes and choreography. Like he's an artist, and I love artistry. I respect that all day, every day.
I never heard.
I just
check out that song "Try Jesus." That's like they're kind of singing on that song, but he raps. Like I said, Texas Andre 3000 for sure.
He got a song with Pharrell too, and Dame Lillard, like, and 2 Chainz, like his whole how he does it, like he's dope. He's really, really dope.
Yes, sir. And he got one with Steph Curry that we were talking about. We got a special guest, y'all. He's in the back room. I'm about to bring him on. This is my blood. Y'all know him, but y'all don't know him, but I'm about to introduce you. My cousin, Big Chad. What's up, cousin? How you doing?
What's up with you?
We can't hear you. You on mute, cuz.
You got the problem here.
Oh man, I'm at basketball practice. I just wanted to see what y'all was doing, man. I ain't doing nothing.
You know what we doing? Give a shout out. This is my cousin, man. Please let the people know what you got going on, where you from, what you doing. This man giving the key. You can hear the people squeaking. He's teaching that now he's passing on the knowledge I taught him on the basketball court to the next generation. So I know these kids are good shape. But man, tell the people what's up.
Yeah, well, I'm Chad. That's my cousin Mars. I'm proud of everything he's doing. These big things he's doing. I'm from Hampton. I'm coaching basketball now with my homegirl. She is the first head coach for boys varsity basketball in the peninsula. Like, she's coaching boys. So she's been coaching for a long time. She's been coaching JV for a while. I've been with her, and we in the gym right now. So as you can hear, but I came in here because, I'm a big 50 fan, even though I didn't get to go to the concert. Kind of mad about that, but it's cool. I'm just in here, hip hop head Mars. He the reason why I started listening to hip hop. My mom was so Christian, I couldn't even really listen to hip hop music until I got this house. So that's why I was always over there. So
had to sneak him the CD. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So I'm proud of all y'all boys, though, man. I enjoy everything. I try to catch as many episodes as I can. I definitely love to blow the whistle. I love everything. Short man, love everything you doing, Cal, keeping up. Even Mars, the food thing, you done put me on a couple food spots also. So I'm proud of y'all boys, man. Y'all get ready to take off, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Keep going, man. Keep giving these people this great content to watch. And, you know, anybody I know, I try to put them on. So put them on to y'all show. So keep going, guys. You know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all flowers while y'all here, man, for real.
We appreciate the love, man. Nobody loved 50 more than Chad. I wish
Yeah.
I would have known, man. Like I thought you was gonna have tickets, man.
I ain't had time. I just ain't had time, cuz I would have went, but you know, my kids, they need me. So not my literally kids, but you know, my basketball players, they need me. So I just got to be there for them. So you know, I'm pretty
It's so
sure I
crazy
am.
as an adult, man, because I remember he used to run around with my little brother, man. It's crazy to see you as an adult, bro. God, you make me old.
Man. Hey, nah, I feel old.
He still got his hairline, so he one of the few that's left with still got a hair. I done seen Chad cut it and grow dreads in 2 weeks. I don't know what the hell. That skipped my DNA, but yes, sir. But man, I appreciate the love, man. Shout out to 50 Cent. I don't know how the hell we not gonna talk about 50 because 50 is a classic. Yeah. Nikki New says, shout out to you. Great things you're doing, man.
I appreciate you. Y'all keep doing. Hey, that Chicken Seat episode was funny. I know we're supposed to be talking about hip hop, but that Chicken Seat episode was funny, man. I'm glad he blessed you. You know, he took you there because you needed to experience that. But I'll tell you this, I could have saved y'all some money. Y'all still could have went to Chicken Seat, but y'all could have got the center breast on bun and put the big chick sauce on it. That wouldn't have cost y'all nothing but $5.
We seen a crackhead there complaining about not getting that center breast on bun, so we were a little scared because she was real practiced right there. She had them lean over Uggs in the middle of the.
I enjoyed that whole time seeing her do that too.
Hey yo, y'all be having me weak, man. Y'all be having me weak. But what y'all listening to? Like what hip hop artists got y'all locked in right now?
Man, I'm an old school man. Right now, of course, I'm still digging into what Nas got. Man, everything. It's a dude out of the West Coast called JL Wolf. He's super dope.
I check him out.
Of course, my Good Company cats, Russell and them. He's like,
you put me on
20, like 27, 28. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you put me on him. He's nice.
My guy Tote, man, he's a producer from Portland, but he in the Bay Area. Pussy Apex, man, there's a lot of people in the Bay right now that's giving me everything I need. They like talking about stuff that's actually got conscious, you know, it's conscious, but it's dope. It's street, but it's dope. So I'm loving the Bay Area right now. It's a dude that I had on my show. Larry June. I'm loving Larry June.
He hard.
He's crazy dope. There's a ton out there. Don't let people fool you and tell you it's not some good hip hop out there. It's plenty of good hip hop. You just got to search. Like turn the radio off and start going on social media and find. There's a ton of artists. Of course, my guy Johnny Raps out of Blairsville, Pennsylvania. He got a little bit of something for everything. That's my guy. He does Unknown Comic Book Podcast with me. It's a ton. I could do a whole episode on new artists, and I might do that. That might give me some inspiration. And I know you got some new guys. You sent me some fire dudes too.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because you know I used to work at the detention center in Newport News, and it's one kid is named Mellow Stone, man. He got a story, man. He got a real good story, but he rap, man. I think y'all should like lend him your ear so and check him out, man. He real dope, you know. He's dope. But other than that,
I had the link you sent me and it was fire. It's definitely fire.
Yeah.
So.
He got a story behind him too. He real nice, but other than him, you know, I'm around young kids, so I just listen to what they listen to. And it was one guy, I don't know if y'all heard of him, but his name No Savage out of DC. He a drill rapper, but he just got locked up for shooting in Tyson's Corner, matter of fact. So I've been listening to him a little bit. He got I think he got like 3 years for that. And then other than that, I've been going back listening to Nas too. Who else I got on my playlist I listen to a
Ice
lot?
Spice. I remember you were saying you really rock with Ice Spice.
No, you never heard me say it.
Well, who?
Yo, she is terrible. She is
He rock with
terrible,
who?
bro.
I'm,
Ice
I'm,
Spice.
I'm fucking around. You know, you
Oh,
listen
okay, I
to
was
man.
like,
Yeah,
You trying to
man.
do you
Nah,
dirty,
hip hop.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, hip hop has changed though, cause I mean, God rest Pop Soul, man. I just would love to have 5 minutes with him to see what the hell he would say about this nonsense. Like it's like rapping is the new basketball, man. Everybody's doing it. Like it's just that's what it is. Like everybody doing it. Like it don't take nothing. All you need is one hit, bro, and you
Yeah,
good.
all you
So
need is TikTok. I said it in one of my freestyles. Not about
yeah,
hip hop.
that's
It's all
crazy.
about TikTok. That's like you
Yeah,
make your little song, 30 seconds.
yeah,
That's
man.
all you need, and you'll go viral. But it's still good hip
Yeah.
hop out there for sure.
Yeah, I gotta. You gotta send me your playlist, cuz you know what I mean. You got to send me your playlist.
I
I don't
got
know if
you.
you got Apple Music or Spotify, but I can get both. I got Apple Music right now, but I can get Spotify if you got a
I
playlist on Spotify
honestly think
also.
I got all three, but I'll send you. I actually
Sound
got
about right. Sound
yeah.
about right.
I got Tidal, I got Spotify, and I got Apple because it's certain exclusive. So I'll
Oh, I
send
see. I
you.
ain't know that.
Yeah,
I ain't
I'm
know
gonna
that.
hook you. I'll hook you up. I got some fire that
All
y'all
right.
definitely look.
Yeah,
Good
that's
shit.
dope, man. Send it to me though, bro. Send it to me for sure.
We got you. Well,
All
mad
right.
love, bro. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
I love
in,
y'all
man.
boys, man. Y'all keep doing
For
y'all
sure,
thing, man. I'm
man.
about to get back to these
Salute and
kids,
shout out.
man.
Oh, what's the queen? The queen that's coaching. Give her name. Give her a shout out.
Latasia Robinson. Hold on, I'm about to see what she at. Hey, Tay, come here.
Chad got the future dreads.
hey, boss, real quick.
I'm on this podcast. This is my cousin podcast. He want to congratulate you. Hold on, I gotta take my headphones out. But this the new. I gotta take my headphones out.
Just drop now.
Go ahead.
What's
That's the
up,
new
queen?
varsity head coach for Ward.
How y'all doing? Thank
We
Good,
you.
doing
good.
great. We just wanted to give you a big congrats, give you your flowers, breaking records, knocking down barriers, breaking glass ceilings. That's awesome. We love it. We love the queen. So congratulations. Keep them boys. I
Appreciate
know with you and Chad together, you're gonna have them boys hooping. So we're gonna have to
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
by and watch the
Right
game.
now, trying right now. So it's a
Yeah, I hear
rebuilding
'em.
season. So I'm just trying to build the foundation up first and continue on. Hopefully, I can get something going. I'm still gonna shock the world though.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
continue talking.
We love it. Well,
Yeah.
keep them kids hooping. You know, if y'all want to see a broke jumper, holler at your boy. I'll come down. Teach him how not to shoot. Got
Yeah.
the elbow out and everything.
Yeah. All right,
All right,
y'all.
mad love.
All right.
Congratulations.
Guys, I'll see y'all boys, man.
All
Yes,
right,
sir,
man.
man. Thanks for stopping by.
All right.
Yeah, man. We love it, man. We love it when the guests come by. And if y'all want to come in, let us know. We'll bring you on. Chad had to go do it with the 50. I never seen a man love 50 Cent, boy. I forgot to tell the story when Chad introduced us to Young Thug. Do you remember that, Cal?
That's what I was trying to ask you before the coach came and me and Mars were like, man, who the hell is this? Like you couldn't understand anything they were saying. We played it the whole trip.
Man, we snatched that aux cord away so fast. We were like, it was that nibby lifestyle. And we was like, is this dude retarded? Like, we were so mad at Chad. We like, turn that bullshit off. Oh, man. So next category, man. It's in one of my favorite categories, best hip hop crew. And there's been a lot all the way going back to like the Juice Crew, to Rough Riders, to Bad Boy, to Short Man's favorite crew, Nelly and the Saint Lunatics. It's a ton of crews out there. But who's your favorite, Kyle? Who's your favorite hip hop crew? Who you think is the best crew?
All right, so my best crew is G Unit. 50 Cent, classic first album. Young Buck, classic first album. Lloyd Banks, classic first album. The Game, classic first album. I think they could have been the best of all time, but I think all of them were so good that the egos were just too big. I think Game probably thought he was the leader, like he wasn't going to be just a soldier. I mean, he sold 5 million the first album, so I can see why he felt that way. 50 wanted everybody to fall in line, but they all, like, every time they hopped on a song, they all held their own. So I got to go with them. Honorable mention, I don't know if this is a crew, but Tupac, Snoop, Dre, that's self-explanatory.
Death Row, Death Row's kind of crude.
Oh, if I'm going with them, then like it don't get no bigger than that.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
That Death Row era was something else, man. It was a spectacular era, and they didn't even have a long run, but the run that they made, it shocked the world. Like they outdid themselves, and just too bad that they couldn't go from street niggas to businessmen. Like they just let the streets get too much involved, because they would have stayed on top for a long, long time.
I mean, arguably, you had at the time the best producer, the best rapper, the best personality, the best hook guy with Nate Dogg. Warren G, even Lady of the Rage, shout out to Farmville, VA. Even Lady of Rage was, Dog Pound. And people sleep on Daz's production, but Daz is a hell of a producer. Warren G is a hell of a producer. So, I mean, it's hard to argue. We all know the legendary Source cover and the all black, I remember Bow Wow was like, I was originally in that picture, but it's
too bad,
hard hard to argue with Death Row. Rockefeller had potential, but it always seemed like it was going back to Jay. But
don't you put Rockefeller in this?
I'm not. I can't qualify because like Chris and Neef just ain't doing it for me. But I would like to maybe say Good Music. They had Kanye, 2 Chainz, Kid Cudi, Common. Unfortunately, Designer, you got to take some points away for that. Pusha T. That's a nice little crew. But for me, I'm gonna probably have to go Young Money, just because Drake, Wayne, Nicki.
Yeah,
that's a three-headed monster right there. Each one of those guys could have their own crew if they wanted. Not to mention, if you're going Cash Money, Young Money, now you're adding in Juvie, you're adding, which if you haven't seen Juvenile's Tiny Desk, please do yourself a favor and check that out. Great. So I'm probably gonna have to go Young Money for me.
Yeah, when you said Cash Money, that's who I was gonna pick. It was between Cash Money and Wu-Tang. But Cash Money, oh man, they did something different for the South. You know what I'm saying? And honorable mention, No Limit. Best hip hop crew, No Limit.
Let me tell you, just the fact that they have Silk the Shocker in the crew disqualifies them for that. Forget Blueface rapping off beat. Nobody rapped off beat more than Silk the Shocker. I don't even think he heard the beat. I think he just recorded his lyrics and was like, y'all put it on whatever you want to. I'm out, baby.
No Limit.
Oh, man.
Sonny Strong Arm, what's up with you?
What's up, Sonny?
What's up?
Dropping some good music, too.
He gonna have some new music dropping soon, man. Sonny, tell us who some of your people are, man, your favorite artists.
Put it in the comments. We love it. For real. All right, so now next category, and if y'all want to comment on that or any of our past topics, feel free to do so. Most overhyped artist, one that's consistently gets a lot of love, gets a lot of props, but at the end of the day, the substance isn't there. You don't understand how they get there. And for me, and I might get some slander, I might catch a stray from this, but I got to go with Eminem, man. Eminem is talented. He knows how to put some lyrics. He's got some bangers, but I can't think of a classic album from Eminem. His later stuff, after he got sober, he needs some more ecstasy or something. It's really bad. And I'm not Melly Mel. I'm not hating because he's white. I just think Eminem is overhyped. I think he's a talented artist, but he's overhyped in my opinion. I think just because you can put words together doesn't necessarily make a great song. Yeah, Nas, Mobb Deep, Wu Tang, definitely some dope classic artists. Shout out to that New York hip hop. But what say you guys? I say Eminem. Who do you got as the most overhyped artist?
You want it short, man?
Because I start thinking of these new rappers, man. This damn near all of them, man. For me, like, look, they have like certain little spurts, but like as a full body of work, I think Quavo is overhyped as an artist. I don't really get it with him. Like, I don't really. And then Young Thug, free Young Thug, but as an artist, I think he was overhyped. Like, he's so dope. I don't understand half the shit he say. And I just don't think he's that dope. But y'all can go ahead with that one. Like,
y'all
artists sound the same.
Y'all missed this one. This was easy. I'm surprised. It's Megan Thee Stallion. Like, like y'all missed this shit. Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know who she signed to. I don't know any of her songs. Everything I heard is trash. She got shot.
Oh yeah, Lil Uzi. Damn, I forgot.
I think Megan is still way overhyped than Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi is a good choice though.
I can't say nothing about Megan because I got ate up last time I said something about Megan. So
no, I know Nikki gonna bring me the smoke, but I'm sorry, Nikki. Megan is horrible. I don't know any quotable lines. And while we edit, let's throw Cardi B in there too. She tried. And while we edit, what's some chicks in Miami, the City Girls?
Yeah.
Let's lump all them in, overhyped, putting out anything. That's a whole nother separate episode. But
I mean, it sounds like we bashing the women, and we're not. But you know, when we come from Lauryn Hill, who's better than most men. So when you talk about people like Ice Spice, I think, you know what, Eminem, I apologize. Ice Spice is the most overhyped artist by far. I don't even understand what she's saying half the time. And someone showed me a picture. She looks just like Beavis. Like, take a close look. She looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. I don't even know who Sexy Red is.
Hey, you heard that? My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. That's Sexy Red. That's who say that shit.
Oh, come on, man. Like,
that's what she. That's the song. It's like I said, this new age of female rappers, and I'm not saying all of them, but the ones that have been promoted into the limelight, trash. It seemed like most of the females today that are rapping, they got to show ass and titties. It's no bars or nothing like that. It's no substance to the music besides sex. And
I mean, Foxy Brown and Lil Kim were pretty raw when it.
But at least they had like hot verses though. Like
that's what I'm saying. They had dope verses. Now Biggie and Jay-Z may have been writing said verses, but they were dope. These people got people writing the verses and they writing trash. So I'm like, at least if you're gonna have somebody. Thank you.
I ain't heard an Ice Spice song yet. I just know who she is because they always showing her with her ass hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like all her songs to me sound exactly alike. Like she never changes her cadence. She never changes her voice. It's like she just woke up and rolled over and there was a mic in her face and she was just like, and you thought I was feeling it? And niggas a munch. Like she puts me to sleep every single time. But she's young. Like Drake said, she's a 10 trying to rap. She sounds better on mute. All right, next most wasted potential. And this could be because they met their untimely demise. They got locked up. They got dropped from the label for whatever reason. This artist had a ton of potential, but they just didn't cut it. And I'm going to go with me. I got to go with Biggie. Even though he's in most people's top 5, he only gave us 2 albums. like he was 24. He had at least 6 years of prime left. The feuds that he could have got in, because eventually he would have got in a feud with Jay. That would have been crazy. Um, you just can't overlook what this world, whatever alternate universe where Biggie survived, that he's still, out there. He would have been what, 50 something now. We miss all those years. We're seeing artists like Nas and Jay-Z still doing it. Now, I think Biggie probably would have been more of a businessman at this point, but I think that was the most wasted potential. That and Pop Smoke. I really like Pop Smoke. I think he was on to something. He's super dope. So those are my two artists that I think, man, we just missed out, unfortunately, because they both met their untimely demise due to gun violence. Who you got, Short Man?
Mystical. From the cases of what happened, I don't even want to say what it was, but when Mystical had got with the Neptunes at that time, he was making a nice little run and a name for himself outside of No Limit at that time, and he was getting up there, and then all of a sudden it got taken away from what was said about him and what he had to go do some time for. So I feel like that was a lot of wasted potential for him as an artist, and what could have happened for Mystical. He probably could have went somewhere high. Oh yeah, and Shaheem, Sonny just said, Shaheem the Rugged Child. He was destined at coming out of that Wu-Tang clan, being the youngest member. And he some things happened and it just didn't set for him.
Yeah, that drug use, man. Stay clean, kids, as I drink my beer. How about you, Kyle? Who do you got as the most wasted potential?
I got two people. The first one, because I got to stand on being wrong, is Meek Mill. I just thought he was gonna do more. Like, I'm a boss. Like, everything they came on the scene with, like, he was killing it at first. I was arguing with Mars, saying that he was the best rapper out. Everybody was laughing at me. Green chasing mixtapes, like, he was destroying everything, and then he just fell off. Like, his lyrics fell off. I think that beef with Drake just kind of like did him in.
When he got with Nicki, he kind of
that too. He couldn't bounce back. Everything started sounding the same.
Especially being that he's a battle rapper and he got killed by Wheelchair Jimmy. Like, you saw what Pusha T did to him. Like, Drake has never really beat anyone in a rap beat. He does a lot of subliminals and a lot of subs. And he made Drake seem like a hip hop guy. And he made a hit. It's bad to get dissed on a hit. You know what I mean? You got people dancing while,
No, you're right, Sonny. That's what kind of disappointed me, man. I thought he was gonna switch his style up.
Uh-oh. I'm surprised we lasted these 58 minutes. We're short, man. That's a blessing in disguise. So one theme that we've had consistent on this season of Down in the Den, man, it's blowing me away. It's AI music, AI art.
I ain't say my second person.
Oh, my bad. The short man's black screen confused me. I'm trying to recover.
I'm gonna get it in faster with Juice Santana. Like, Juice Santana was supposed to be what Lil Wayne is now. Like, he was on all the features. He was on Run It. He was on everything. They had a mixtape come out together, and then he went to jail, and it was like Wayne just slid in that spot and started taking all the features. But I thought Juice Santana was gonna set the world on fire.
But Jewels had a lot of drug use too. He was saying that ecstasy was really messing him up.
That's why he got them big teeth now.
All I know, he was in the video and he had 2 teeth in his mouth, and I don't know how he made it to the video shoot. I don't know why they allowed him to show up at the video shoot with 2 teeth, but I'm glad he's cleaned up. And we got another member of our After Dark crew coming in to join this conversation. You know who he is, Big Dub Deuce, the Pharaoh of Christian Mingle. What's up, brother? Everything going?
My brother, what's going on?
Chilling, another day in paradise. Please introduce yourself. Let the people know where they can find you.
Well, y'all know who it is. The Pharaoh Christian Mingle out here working his bonanzas off, and everybody in Christian Mingle know what's going up. But hey, y'all can find me on Facebook at Gerald Williams, Instagram Leroy J 1117. Um, Sorry it took me so long. I had seen that y'all was on. I wasn't gonna pop on, but the short man said, "Bring your ass." I said, "Okay."
So we're gonna let you. We were just talking about um, the most wasted potential, like what artists you feel just had some was right at the cusp of being legendary, but they just didn't make it for whatever reason it may be it an untimely demise, be it getting locked up, be it record label issues. Is there a hip hop artist that you feel was right there, but for some reason they just didn't make it safe to make it home safe?
Here we go. Drew about to make me laugh.
Why you say that? Um, I'm I'm gonna go with Juice World.
Mm, that's a good one.
He
That's a good one.
he didn't him dying so young, he didn't get to live up to his potential. He had just did the cut Monster with Eminem. He was young, but he showed potential. He showed promise.
Yeah, I totally forgot he was dead, but you're absolutely right because I think he just released the new album not too long ago. They just released a new album, and I heard he was a credible freestyler. I wasn't too familiar with most of his music, but another artist that unfortunately left us too early that I got into after he passed away was Extension, that's Tentacion or whatever. I think he was
Hmm.
dope. I think he had the ability to you know, some people call him the Tupac of his generation. I don't know if I would go that far, but he was definitely dope. All right. So next topic. Did anybody have anyone else on most wasted potential?
Nah.
All right. So a thing that we've been doing all season is AI music. As I mentioned, I'm big into it. I'm seeing Michael Jackson being resurrected. I'm hearing remixes with like Elvis and I mean, it's crazy right now. If everything was done where the music is quality and up to what it was when that artist was alive, um, or I know Beanie Siegel was talking about he's about to do an AI album where he's rapping, but they're using AI to give him his old voice that he had when he was young because he's had some health issues that mess up his voice. Who is an artist that you would love to see brought back via AI? And we'll start with Short Man on that. Who's the artist that you would love to see back?
Now, are we just gonna talk about hip hop, or we just talking about any artist?
Well, being that it's a hip hop episode, let's keep it hip hop, Short Man.
Okay. For me, it's two. One is Nipsey, and the other is I go with Big.
Shout out to Nipsey, man. I felt bad because I didn't check him out until after he passed, and then I checked out everything he did, and the guy was fire, and he was really saying something. So,
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice still kicking, but
That's who I forgot to put in the worst rapper. I am so sorry I missed out on Vanilla.
Do you love Vanilla Ice growing up?
No, don't you dare.
I'm pretty sure I remember you rapping that Ninja Turtle rap back in the 90s, but maybe I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure you
You're
was
very
a
mistaken. No.
I don't know. I just remember you saying, "Yo, man, you remember Vanilla Ice was with the Ninja Turtle?"
The slander today is real. I see the slander is really real today. Y'all done disrespected my No Limit soldiers. Y'all done disrespected the Tank. All of that. No, y'all ain't gonna put me in that with Vanilla Ice. Him and Marky Mark.
Feel the vibration. How about you, Cal? Who's the artist you would love to see brought back via AI?
All right, so I want to make a correction to my list yesterday. I need DMX back. And also, I want to add him to my top 5 rappers. Let's take T.I. out. Let's take Kanye West out. like nobody never made me feel like I feel when DMX coming to verse. Like he always went last. He was even killing Jay-Z. When everybody was on the song, everybody always waited for DMX verse. When he spun a little twin and Ja Rule came out and tried to bite his whole style, like he was authentic. Even praying, like even doing battle verses, doing albums or whatever. Like every time he rapped, he just like touched you. He made you, what I'm saying, feel motivated. So I'm going with DMX.
Damn, he
That's,
took mine. All right.
that is a great answer because let me tell you, those first 4 DMX albums,
Oh,
whew, I had the pleasure and privilege to be a college freshman when he came out. And let me tell you, those parties in 1998, when DMX dropped, it's different. Yeah, I've never seen so much peace between dudes. Like you didn't see any fighting. It was just dudes like my crew go like DMX was that guy, man. I somebody's gonna twist this that I just said the club was great because it was a bunch of dudes dancing together, but that's not what I meant. But DMX was great, so that's a good one, Al. He definitely should be in a lot of people's top 5. It definitely top 10 for sure. How about you, Big Gerald? I know Alvin took the wind out your sails, but who would you like to see back?
Yeah, I listen. I was just, and I was like, dang, I'm gonna say DMX again. Lo and behold, I mean, but he has a valid point, you know. So if we thinking of hip hoppers who passed away, do yours, man. Let me think again because Kyle took mine.
I got you. So for me, there's actually 3 that, if can be done accurately, I would love to get some new verses from. Nipsey is definitely one of them. I love what he did. His voice was like the new Snoop. It was like dope, and I love what he was saying. So that's definitely one. I mentioned before when I said potential, Pop Smoke, man. Once again, he had an incredible voice, he had incredible energy. He was like the new 50. He was young. We did not get
Yeah.
enough. I felt like we were, deprived of an icon. And then, of course, for me, I've mentioned him multiple times this episode, Biggie, man. Biggie's voice, his lyrical content, it's dope. Now, if Short Man was talking about artists that that weren't just hip hop, then of course I got to go MJ because I'm telling you, the MJ Peaches is available on Down in the Den After Dark's Best AI playlist. You can check it out right now on at Down in the Den. But they remade Peaches from the Super Mario Brothers with the AI Michael Jackson, and when I say that it was fire,
I
when it
believe it.
was fire, it was fire. He destroyed Jack Black. He let digital AI version of Michael kill him. But yeah, I would say Nipsey, Biggie, and Pop Smoke would be the 3 that, if we're gonna do it tastefully, when the family is getting the paper, and they could do it with like the people he worked with, I would love to see those 3 brought back on something with AI because it's coming. That you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. It's coming. AI is coming. They just got to get the rights right. But there's some dope AI music out there on YouTube right now. It's on you, Gerald.
So, if we thinking old school rappers, I would definitely say Easy. I was just looking at the shirt, what he meant to NWA and all that stuff. He was pretty much the hype man. Easy was who a lot of people really can't see. And then if we're talking about younger artists that are going too soon, PNB Rock.
I never really listened to him. Shout out to the Philly artist PNB Rock. I heard he was dope. I never really got into him
Yeah.
while he was around. Speaking of people that are around, Takeoff. Like
yeah.
Takeoff was
Yeah.
Takeoff was that guy. He influenced like a whole cadence. Like there's so many artists that are rapping like him. and that triplet style that a lot of us joked on, but now we're like, damn, this guy is fire. So rest in peace to all those icons. But
And
take
Young
off,
Dolph.
Young Dolph, for sure. I mean, there's been so many. We got to, not to make the show super serious, but we got to chill with this gun violence. It's crazy that these artists, each artist is feeding hundreds of families in some way, and they're being taken off for petty street shit. Like, we need to support each other, for sure. So our last category. Did anybody have any other they want to see? Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
Can we add? Can we just throw it off real quick and add some singers because they contribute to hip hop? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
Whitney Houston. Like, if I had to choose anybody ever in life to bring back, it's Whitney Houston. Like, her voice,
Yeah.
she may be the GOAT of just in general, but Whitney Houston.
Shout out, rest in peace to Whitney. I like to bring back Bobby before the crack came. I know he's still alive, but I like to bring some 88 Bobby Brown back. Let's go ahead. Let's bring back digital Bobby and Whitney. I'm for it. With Bobby right now. I'll see them at the show. He was like, and I know you.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, let's bring back Bobby with the Gumby. Let's bring back Ghostbusters 2 Bobby. I'm down for that. Nate Dogg, man. If you're gonna bring somebody back, nobody did a hook like Nate Dogg. Nobody before or after has done a. Ice Cube had a line: "You can't drop a song unless Nate Dogg spit." I would love to hear Nate Dogg. You better late low. Nate Dogg was legendary. Who else? So many, man. We've lost so many dope artists. But yeah, it's funny that you say Whitney. I know y'all might not rock with him, but I'm a big fan of Queen. I would love to hear Freddie Mercury back, man.
Freddie Mercury, yep.
Freddie Mercury was that guy, man. Ultimate stage performer. Shout out to Freddie Mercury. For those that don't know, please do your research, do your Googles, check out Freddie Mercury. He's iconic, and I would love to hear him on some hip hop. Lauryn Hill, bring her old voice back. I love to hear some 1998 Lauryn Hill versus the 2023 Lauryn Hill, where she was just killing it. But that's no disrespect to Lauryn Hill. But I mean, if you're gonna bring some people's voices back, DOC, God,
oh yeah,
how can I forget?
Yeah, man.
The classic DLC voice would be something I would love to see AI bring back. So it's a ton of artists out there that I would love to hear.
And Roger Troutman too, man, because he was starting to pull a lot for hip hop.
Yeah, you can't get California Love with a California Love remix without right to this day. When the girls shake their booties, that shit go hard. Booties. All right, and the last category of the night, who do you got to look out for? Who's the leader of the new school? Shout out to Buster. But who is the next Nas, the next Jay-Z? Who do you feel is the next iconic hip hop artist that we should be looking out for? Do you think's about to take over the game? I'll start, and I have two that I feel that people should look out for. One, I think his only difficulty in making the cut is that he hasn't sold out. He keeps it authentic, but I'm telling you guys, LaRussell. Had him on the show. He's from Vallejo, the Bay Area in California. But this guy has a work ethic like no one I've ever seen. 28 albums, and he's like 26 years old, and he's got like 28 albums out. He goes out, and not only that, his business acumen. He's unsigned. He does everything independently. Like, he turned his garage into a manufacturer, so where I have good music, not good music, good company merch all around the house. And he's just dope. So I think that's one. that we should look out for, and we just really need to make sure that he gets that support and doesn't let this corrupt music industry get him. And then another artist that I feel like we should probably look out for, that's going to be very powerful in this industry for years to come, I think, is J. Cole. He doesn't do a lot of albums, but his features alone, I haven't heard a feature where he hasn't killed the person that he's on the track. And he gives me that, like, I could see him at 50 still doing this thing. So I think he's probably one of the, I used to say Kendrick, but Kendrick just, he doesn't work, man. He works, but he reminds me of Dr. Dre, where you might wait 7 years for an album, and then he might just scrap it at the last minute because he's such a perfectionist. But for me, I think J. Cole is probably going to be that next guy that we look at as a Nas or Jay-Z that's just like epic. So those are my two. Who do you got, Short Man?
It's another rapper out of the Bay Area by the name of Simba. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
Simba's
he's done
dope.
songs with Russell. He is dope. Very, very dope. And another, he's kind of gangster rapper, but in that G Perico. I like how G Perico gets down. Like, he's really business. Like, he hood, but he business. And that's what, like, really motivates me, because when I'm listening to his music, he got his streets, but he's always talking about elevating on business and being savvy with handling money and getting out of the hood and stuff like that. So those are my two.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Lil Baby, and I like Lil Durk. Like, I feel like I want to say J. Cole, but J. Cole been out a long time. It's been
been out since 2008.
Yeah,
He was, I think his first song was on Blueprint 3. That came out in 2008.
But I like Lil Durk though. I heard him on a couple of features. I like the song that he got up with J. Cole now. Like, it's everywhere. I don't know. He's like that type of person that can like go like worldwide. I don't know if those other guys can do that. Jordan Lucas is good.
Yeah.
I can't really name too many good new rappers out, but I definitely like Lil Baby and Lil Durk though.
I was feeling Lil Baby. Yeah, both of those guys are dope, especially when you're at my age. You really are hard to support these new artists, but both of them are dope. I think Lil Baby and Lil Durk did an album together. It was like The Voice and the something. You should check it out. It's like it's a joint album they did together, and it's fire. But Lil Durk, as long as he keep his nose clean and stay out of trouble, and the Chicago artists scary because they literally be rapping about murder. It's like giving a whole, like, I went to his house, shot him 3 times, left his body on 76th Street. I'm like, yo, this is the FBI just like, he sure enough did leave the body on 76th Street. It's right there. So that was dope. So guys, that's it, brother. We did an extra size episode. 1 hour, 18 minutes, man. We finished.
Subject. I'm sorry, Mars. I know this is about to piss the audience off. But we're gonna talk about Keke Palmer on this song with Usher now. Can we prelude this to the next episode about how
let's give them a give them bonus. Go ahead and tell the people about it if they haven't heard it.
So you already know Kyle Jones think that women are out of control right now. They can do what they want to do. Dress how they want to dress. Everybody, praises them. Their body snatched. They look good or whatever. I called this. I said this chick is trouble, and now look at her. She's on a song with Usher, and Usher is saying, "I heard your boyfriend is looking for me." And the other girls are with it. They like, "Oh, she's messy. I like that. She ain't stunting her man or whatever." All I'm saying is just flip it and make it the other way. And she just had a kid. And this dude is featured on a song with a chick that was dancing for him at a concert. We be talking about a whole totally different thing. But we'll talk about that next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have some special guests. This episode's gonna be entitled "Girls Gone Wild." We bringing it back. So Al's about to be the most hated man on the internet, and I'm here for it. So we about to sign out for this episode of Down in the Den. I want to thank all of our guests, all the people that commented. We thank you so much. Shout out to Chad. Shout out to Sunny Strongarm. Shout out to Nikki New. Shout out to everybody that's looking at home, looking on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you're looking. We appreciate y'all. Catch this replay at midnight tonight. And we appreciate y'all. So I'm going to let y'all close it out. Short man, let people know where they can find you one more time.
You can catch me on Instagram at shortman8300. Catch me on TikTok with the same thing, shortman8300. You can catch me on Off Punishment Podcast. I got something really big coming up on September 1st. It's going to be a really, really big episode. It's called Releasing Stress and Being Honest. You know, I'm probably going to change the name of the title, but that's September 1st is coming. You can catch me on Blow the Whistle Sports, whipping Kyle Jones's tail every debate because I am the greatest sports analyst ever. You can catch me on Down in the Den After Dark, always with the crew. That's what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cal, close us out.
Cal Jones 813 on YouTube, TikTok. Keeping up with the Cal Joneses. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Blow the Whistle Sports. We gotta drop another episode. It's been like 10 days, so I'm gonna try to fit one in this weekend. All Punishment, Down in the Den. What the Muck? I'm telling y'all, Mars and Nikki, they got some good food spots. Y'all need to check that out. Everything the original Down in the Den. Mars still be interviewing artists. Y'all make sure y'all support them. I think that's everything.
Yes, sir. And guys, thank you guys for tuning in. My brothers, of course, my partners, Short Man Kyle Jones, of course, is always appreciated. Your contributions are never underappreciated. You guys are dope. Shout out to Big Gerald that came in and gave us some love. The man is working 2 full-time jobs right now, helping people. It's been a gift and a pleasure having him in the crew. So we appreciate him stopping by and giving us some of his time and some of his views. Of course, Short Man Kyle Jones, those are my brothers for real, for real. Y'all mess with them, you catching the Thanos punch. That's just a promise. And I'm a non-violent man, but it will happen to you. You better lay low. Shout out to Nate Dogg. But you know who it is once again. It's your boy Mars, aka Marlon Beardo, the Bearded Weirdo, the Celerosa Casanova, the Great One, the creative culture, and the Shud Knight of this podcast game. I'm here. I'm with my fellas. Takeover is now. You better get on this train, get on it, or get run over. Now that I've ended all that balance, I'm going to end the episode like I always do. Peace, love, unity, and respect. After I've threatened a whole bunch of people, it's the beer. We appreciate y'all. Blow the Whistle coming soon. Off Punishment coming back, man. And these guys right here, they're turning the big 4-0. So what I want y'all to do is do me a favor. Subscribe to their stuff. Support them. They're here for you. We're not getting paid a bunch of money for this. In fact, we're making $0, but we're taking our time to make sure that y'all get all of this quality content. So the least you can do is like, comment, subscribe, and share this content because you know you love it. We know you love it. We see the views. We see the comments. We're coming out for y'all, taking over for the 99 and the 2000. So this has been our 2-part 50-year anniversary of hip hop series. We'll see y'all in the next 50 years. We out.
Take that.